Hey everyone, Batel Skater here. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm just gonna do a quick podcast. I hope it's gonna be quick. My battery is running low, but I cannot stop thinking about these topics. And normally I would film at night where there's really not much noise outside, but I can't keep waiting for life to stop for me to do what I do. And I do know that, my viewers aren't even there and I'm still putting this information out there, but it just feels right. So I'm going to continue and go on and do what I got to do and hopefully help you guys out there because my life has really changed, you guys, since I've understood this knowledge that I'm sharing with you guys. I mean, I have suffered and suffered and suffered and suffered. And every time I meet a toxic person, which I'm going to get to the topic, every time I meet a toxic person, I just think, wow, I already healed what you're going through, so I'm not going to engage with that. You know what I'm saying? So today I want to talk about what nobody talks about. So I think the title is going to be What Nobody Talks About. And like I said, there's going to be noise, so please do apologize for that. But I just really want to be brutal on my channel and with you guys who's watching still and who's being kind enough and generous enough to actually let me know that I've helped you in some way. So thank you so much. And keep commenting, okay? It will definitely show other people that this knowledge is useful. And it's not even just about other people knowing and what not knowing. It's really about, can we start freaking healing? Can we really take this seriously? Can we really acknowledge that we're going through these things and it's not like a cosmic joke and it's not, something that you toy with and you just like put it away and hope that one day it's going to stop, because it's actually not going to stop until you stop it. So today I want to talk about what people normally never talk about. It's not on TV. It's rarely on YouTube. And if it is, you're going to have to go and figure it out on your own and do some searching. People at work don't talk about these things. People in the street don't even acknowledge that these things exist. So today I'm going to talk about those things. See, haven't you noticed that your life keeps repeating on a strange cycle where you just meet the exact same type of personalities, or you find yourself in the exact same type of job or exact same type of company or exact same type of field with anything that you do in life, and it just doesn't seem to change, and you keep being so frustrated on a daily basis, hoping that one day in a snap of a finger or at a certain age in your life, right, it's gonna change. And if you did not realize by now that you are repeating your own cycles, then you haven't suffered enough to realize that yet. Now let's take a sip of my witch mug coffee, because you know what I'm saying. I love this cup. Look at the inside. It's so beautiful. It's like blue. And it was hand painted. Okay, so I love this cup. Love it. Got it in Philly. Okay, so let's keep going. People wake up every single morning and they do exact same thing. They get up, and before their eyes even open, they start stressing about things that happened yesterday or last month or last year or 10 years ago, or what's gonna happen when they get outside the door, or anything. You know the process. You going through it on a daily basis, okay? So you wake up, you're in this mindset already. What you're doing then, it's another day, right? It's a whole different year. It's a completely different time zone. You're a completely different skin, and you've grown a little bit. And what are you doing as soon as you wake up in the morning? You're just repeating a cycle in your own head. And a lot of people always say, oh, well, this is part of life. This is what we think about. We think about the past and we think about the future, and that's what gets us moving and that's what gets us going, and like all this nonsense that you constantly hear even on TV. And it's not true. And I know that on this channel, I always talk about narcissism because there are so many of them in the world. And these narcissists repeat cycles on a daily basis as well, with codependent people, with broken people, and narcissists are broken as well. But my channel is not really about narcissism. I want to show you guys the bigger picture over here, what I'm talking about over here. That you have been literally living in repeated patterns your entire life because of these programs and projections that your family put on you, your friends, and you put on yourself, and teachers and all these things, and TV and all these things, not realizing that you have the power to change your reality every single day. So a lot of people are really focused on what's happening in the world, right? With the lockdown and everything. And there's a lot of horrible things that are happening in the world. Believe me, I know. And the reason that I know those things, it's because I actually study on these things on a daily basis. And that's the universal law. When shit goes down the hill, the universe says, I gotta stop this. And it takes turn. Basically, the universe is in control of everything and we just follow along with it. But it's our decision whether we follow it in the best or in the worst. So a lot of people right now are so frustrated with everything that's going on in the world. They're frustrated with things that didn't go their way. They're frustrated with their childhood wounds. They're frustrated with their relationships. And because of all this frustration, right, that's happening all around us, they literally attack other people in the street with anger, with fights. Have you not noticed how many problems we've been having? Okay. Why are we having these problems? Because people keep projecting their past and their future onto the present moment. Do you see what I'm saying? It just makes me laugh. Because it's so easy to see it. It's like it's right in front of your eyes, but people just completely brush it off. And they keep worrying about the next thing when they're not even here right now with themselves. Okay? So I'll give you a nice example. If you're walking in the street and you have super ridiculous anxiety about every single person that's looking at you, or their skin color, or their facial expression, or how they think about you, or what you're wearing, or whatever, it's actually a projection that you're putting onto yourself by all these things that you believe about life in your head. So you put it on yourself and you're walking on earth in the present moment completely stressed out instead of just being cool with who you are, being cool with who everybody else is, not paying attention to them at all, because the same things that are actually going on in your head is actually going inside their head too, and probably worse, and who knows, right? And everybody's on this loop of what happened to me as a child and what's going to happen to me in the future. And they basically keep walking with these thoughts in their head, and they're so angry with everything that all these problems keep happening. Because these people are not acknowledging that they are actually standing right here on earth. They could breathe, they can see, they can hear, they can walk. You know, they're seeing people. They're seeing life. They're actually on a whole different time zone and a different date and a different year and a different like weather, right? And I know it seems like so super simple. People are probably going to click off this video like, what is this chick talking about? We're not in first grade, but actually you don't know these things. And that's why you're suffering all the time. If you knew these things, you wouldn't be suffering. You would just be still in the present moment and recreating and actually creating and generating your reality every single second that you have a chance to do so. Okay? I'll give you an example. And I don't give examples about myself anymore because, I just want to teach you guys things. But examples are always great. I live in a very ratchet neighborhood. I know that for a long time, okay? That's why it's always very loud over here, too. But that's what I can afford right now with everything that's going on in the world. And it's totally cool. I'm not ashamed by it. I'm actually very grateful because I'm learning a lot of things on this journey, being around these people and in this situation, right? So I'm on the bus yesterday, and a girl who was completely much younger than me, she was probably 18, 19 years old, maybe younger, I don't know. But she had a pretty nice, juicy, you know what I'm saying, down there. And she was in front of me, and the bus was so packed. And this is just a quick example, guys, of different realities, okay? And the whole bus is packed, okay? And I was standing for a long time with 2 bags of heavy groceries, and I'm really tired. So now I'm seeing that these older people are getting out of the bus, and I'm thinking, sweet, I'm gonna go sit right there. So as soon as I go to sit there, the girl in front of me with the juicy, you know what I'm saying, the young girl, she looked like she was getting off the bus too. But then she decided to just sit right on the chair that I was just about to sit on. So we basically sat at the exact same, like, it just happened so fast, So I'm like sitting there, and I'm skinny, and she has this big, you know what I'm saying? So we weren't, she basically filled up 2 seats, put it that way. And I got up immediately because I realized that I was not going to fit there. And she just looked at me like she was going to kill me. And I'm like laughing about it because I'm teaching you guys about personality disorders. I'm teaching you guys about people's trauma. I'm teaching you guys about people's lack, what they believe inside, their programming. So this is literally happening right in front of my eyes. And thank God, knowledge, I know how to handle these situations. And this is not the first thing. This is not the only situation that I actually had and similarities to what is about to happen throughout this entire year. Okay, there's a lot of chaos going on in the world right now, guys. So this information is so helpful. I'm going to get to the story in a second. But this information is so freaking helpful because once you understand where people are coming from and where you're coming from and your emotions and their emotions and all these things are coming from, you can see it from the eyes of a conscious being and not take it personal and keep creating what? Your reality. What you choose to happen in that moment. Not your belief system, but what you feel and know about yourself and how you want to continue being a productive human being walking on planet Earth in your own story. So now I get up and my music is blasting. I was listening to some really cool, I don't even know how to call it. It was really good though. It was like beats and whatnot. Really loud stuff. So I see her with the ego face and anger in her eyes. And she's such a pretty girl that when I saw her face turn to this like monster, I was like, damn. And my music was playing. So all I see is this like monster yelling and screaming at me. And I can hear the shouting over my headphones because she was so loud, but I couldn't hear what she was saying. So I take my headphones off and I was like, are you okay? I just calmly asked her if she was okay because I thought like, what the hell just happened? You know what I'm saying? And she goes, why are you looking at me? Just being completely ratchet. And why are you looking at me like I don't even know what she said, but it was like a saying that, why am I looking at her a certain way? Like I'm not allowed to look at her. And don't act stupid. You think you could just sit on me? You think I'm gonna smack the shit out of you right now? Like just all the things in the book, right? And mind you, she's like 19, and I'm like 10 years older than her, and I'm thinking like, is this person really talking to me like that right now? But I was calm. I looked at it in a conscious way and I said, you know what? This person has their own projections of me and what just happened, because they were not wearing my eyes. That's number one. So she didn't see that I was right behind her trying to sit there, right? And also, I'm not the type of person to start a fight over some minor situation like that. And I'm not gonna argue with someone and curse at them and scream at them and just be completely immature over something that is so small, right? So now, and in general, who has time for that? Let's just keep it real. If you're a healthy person, you do not deal with stuff like that. You just don't. Okay? And that's what I want to teach you on this channel. Value yourself and your time and show people how to treat you. So then, if I barked back at her and I said, who the hell are you talking to? Blah, 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 right? The old version of me, right? The old Batel who was abused, who was this, who lived in the street, right? If I came from that mentality, if I came from victim mentality, that situation would not have ended well. We would have definitely got into a fight. And we're on a bus, there's cameras. That situation was not going to go well. But I didn't even see the situation like that. I actually felt really sorry for that girl for allowing herself to behave in such an ugly way to another woman for something that is so minor. We could have both laughed it off, right? And, you know, that's it. That's where, you know, it could have just ended right there. Misunderstanding. Whoops. We just sat on the same chair. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But, it, you know, she didn't even understand why I was sitting there for that split second trying to get a seat, because she didn't see me again. So she's going on and on and on and on. And I just, you know, after I, you know, like looking at her for a while, and when she said she was going to smack me and all that stuff, I just put my headphone back on and I said, listen, have a great day. And I really freaking meant it, because I did not have any problem with this girl. And I know I'm dragging the story, but I need you to understand the power of what I'm talking about. Okay? So, and I was calm. You know, the thing is with energy, and I teach you guys this on the channel many times, is when you allow, like, let's take a sip of coffee. When someone's projecting negative energy onto you, you instantly feel it on your body. It completely like dissolves right onto you, right? If you feel like, oh my God, somebody has a problem with me. Oh my God, I feel intimidated. Or, oh my God, I'm about to fight. Or, oh my God, like the adrenaline rush, right, is going to start creeping in. And I felt that for a slight second, just because I thought, oh my God, like, is somebody threatening me? You know what I'm saying? Instantly, like my other Batel showed up, like, who can talk to you like that? But I thought, nah, let me not give her any energy, because if I'm gonna give her, if I'm gonna feed energetically into this negativity, it will only escalate negativity and create more nasty, disgusting energy, right? And it will definitely escalate to a fight or some crazy physicality, right? So I felt that and I let it go, and that's why I wished her a good day. And when I wished her a good day, man, I meant it so much that I really wanted her to have a good day, because this was nothing. And she could save her beautiful face and her beautiful energy and go enjoy her day. Her day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know how precious it is to wake up in the morning and create a brand new day for you the way that you want it to be? It's big. Please realize what I'm saying. It's all in the moment. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. It's right now as we're watching this video. Okay? So anyway, I wished her a good day and I put my headphone on and she said something like, yeah, you too, bye. You know, they always come back with the, you said something to me, so I'm going to say it back to you, but in an aggressive way, you know. And I know psychology, I know personality disorders. Literally, I'm teaching it on this channel. And I just kept looking out the window, and I was standing right next to her. I was holding on to the bus pole, and I was standing like this close to her because the bus was so packed you couldn't move anywhere else. And I just completely took my focus right back onto the street, and I was looking at whatever I was looking at in outside that window, outside, and I didn't think about her anymore. I didn't think about what just happened. I didn't even care. Why did I not care? Because I'm actually creating my reality, and it all starts here. It's a belief system, and it's how you feel about yourself system. So a long story short, this is a pretty long story, right? It wasn't even 10 seconds later. It didn't even feel like 5 seconds later. All of a sudden the bus stops as I'm looking out the window. And this girl is talking to me. So I just took my headphones off and I was like, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "Do you want to sit? Do you want to sit?" And I was like, "Sure, are you leaving?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she just turns around and like leaves the bus. And I was like, "Thank you." And I just like sat down. Do you understand? I'm like laughing so hard. Guys, I got so many stories about this entire year and how I flipped it into positivity, all because of how I felt about myself and because I didn't project. For example, like I could have projected if I saw somebody behaving like that, right? Naturally, a projection would be like, "How could this person talk to me like that? What's wrong with this person? Don't they see how I am? How could they treat me this way?" And then this side would say something like, "Oh my God, I'm gangster. I came from this and this and this. Nobody's going to talk to me like that. I'm going to F this person up," right? And instead of projecting my personal experiences in life and her problems, what the problem is here is that she feels that way about herself. You see? What's the difference between two people? There are two people in the exact same bus, two different energies, two different personalities, two different everything. We're not talking about color. We're not talking about religion. We are just talking about mindsets over here. See, I came from the struggle, right? But I don't victimize myself in that way anymore. I don't call myself a victim. I don't victimize myself in my mind anymore. But this person was definitely victimizing herself, right? "How could you sit on me? I'm going to smack the F out of you." It was like her personality, the personality that she believes that she is, the personality who's ready to fight anyone who she feels disrespected her, the personality who hates other women, who don't have any respect for other women, right? Could be a color thing, just because it's stuck in the back of their mind that, you know, a person like my color, for example, can't treat whatever a certain way, you know. And I'm just being honest here. Let's be honest here. Let's not think about racism for a second. Let's just really, really talk about the programming, okay? So this video is already 23 minutes long, but I hope you guys are understanding the gist of what I'm saying over here. It's a mindset. If my mindset felt so low about myself and felt victimized, I would have smacked her, I would have punched her, I would have definitely started a fight because that's how I feel about myself, right? But I don't feel that way about myself, and I truly don't feel that way about people anymore. The fact that I know that people are suffering in their own thoughts, in their own traumas, in their own background stories, in their own beliefs and programming and skin color and religion and all these things together makes a person go nuts. So how do you explain what's going on in the world all the time? People are expected to be a certain way because of where they came from. And I said, you know what? I understand that this person's going through something and maybe they didn't understand my point of view, and I'm not going to sit here and validate why I sat there. I'm just going to do what's best for me. And what's best for me? I'm going to put my headphones back on. I'm going to look outside the window. I'm going to hang out with myself. I'm going to respect and love myself and not say anything negative to this person because I know who I am. And this person is going to see that. This person is going to feel that. And they're going to feel the shame. And that's why she turned back at me and she said, do you want to sit? And I'm almost 100% positive that it wasn't even her bus stop. I just genuinely feel like she just wanted to get off the bus at that point. And I could be mistaken. Who knows what her mindset was at that moment when she asked me to sit on that chair 6 seconds, 5 seconds later after this little show that she put on, right? So basically, you guys, I want to encourage you on this channel. That's why I keep saying subscribe, like, comment. Let's keep talking about these things. Talk to me about what you're going through. Leave a comment in the comment section below. What's going on in your life? You don't have to tell me your name. You don't have to tell me the whole story. But you can definitely give me an idea, a breakdown of a sentence of something that you would like to learn about, something that you want to overcome, because knowledge is power and knowledge is the pathway to life. You can't just walk and just brush everything off and pretend like, oh yeah, I'm not going to let this bother me, so it's not going to happen to me again. It's going to happen to you again. You're going to have to learn the lesson. You're going to have to go through the cycles until you end the cycle. So let's talk about cycles for a second before I get off this awesome video, which I am so happy I decided to make because there's a lot of knowledge here, okay? Normally I talk about narcissism and I talk about abuse of emotional and all kind, and I love talking about stuff like that because number one, I came from that miserable BS. And I remember wanting to kill myself so many times because I didn't see the path. I couldn't understand why people were so miserable and angry and demonic. It really scared the shit out of me, excuse my language, to even live on planet Earth at one point in my life. It was so miserable. But then I started learning about my issues and my problems and my own, everything I came from and these people and what they think and their personality disorders and where they came from and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and religions and cultures and, you know, all of those things, just put it together. And say to yourself, well, wow, we have been literally repeating cycles for eons. Okay? Excuse me, I am so dehydrated because I'm really into this conversation right now. And whoever is on this and still is listening at 27 minutes in, you're a really strong person. And you really care about your well-being. Salute to you, okay? Seriously. This stuff is hard. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that you heal within a day or a year. These things literally take not just time, effort, and wanting. Like you have to literally wake up every morning and realize that you're not your mind, you're not those thoughts, you're not your past, and you're not your future. You are, who you choose to be in this moment right now. So as far as I'm concerned, you could go out to the world right now and be a murderer. I don't know. Or you can choose to love yourself and say, you know what? I've lived like this on these repeating cycles on a daily basis. I have thought these thoughts on a daily basis. I have done these things on a daily basis. I have drowned myself in A, B, and Z all this time. So because I'm finally seeing the bigger picture of what I keep doing to myself, right? Because we could blame people all day long. And how can't we? Oh, they said this, they did this. It wasn't my fault my parents weren't there for me. It wasn't me that my boyfriend was a narcissist or whatever, right? But it's the choices that you make based on your programs, based on the thoughts that you allow to come into your reality. So if you're sitting there thinking, well, you know, nobody's ever going to accept me, you know, this narcissist is the only thing that I have, and he abuses me and whatnot, but I just don't see it with anybody else, or whatever, right? Or, oh no, this is my religion, and I can talk about this all day, but I'm not going to do that. The whole point of the story is like this. If I'm waking up every single day and I believe as I'm waking up in the morning that, oh my God, I'm already going to start stressing about this person and that person and this job and what happened yesterday and what they said and what they did, blah, 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 blah. Instead of stressing out all these ridiculous things that don't even exist anymore, it only exists in your memory. And actually, the mind is such an interesting entity in our life because it actually creates stories on how scenarios are going to happen, and they never happen the way they think that we're going to happen. So you're basically sitting there stressing out, wasting your precious time, creating illness in your body, and taking and projecting your anger out on everybody else you see in the street. Holla. And yourself, because of these thoughts. So instead of saying, oh my God, these thoughts are so, oh my God, they're so right? Oh my God, this is how I gotta, or no, you say, wow, these thoughts are actually psychotic. And if I'm the creator of my life, then whatever happened yesterday. Who do I want to be right this second? Who do I choose to be right this second? What do I choose to respond right this second? Where do I choose to go right this second? And how do I want my day to look like? Mind you, the shifts in your body and in your energy and in your bloodstreams and in your brain cells, they're all going to start changing. And they're going to be really painful. And a lot of times you're going to start gaslighting and doubting yourself as you switch these changes, because I don't want this person to think this way about me, or I don't want this person to think that I'm better than them, or I don't want to project any, I don't want to make this person feel bad. Oh my God, this person has never seen me throw boundaries, so I don't really know how to handle that, right? And it's going to hurt a lot. It's going to give you the pain body, right? It's going to start triggering a lot of emotions onto yourself. You might be exhausted, and you're probably going to need a lot of nights of sleep. Okay? You're going to need to rejuvenate yourself. You're going to need alone time. You're going to need a lot of inner reflection on a daily until you break all those patterns. You break them. You start releasing the cycles. Do you understand? So instead of repeating cycles your whole life, you break out of them and you start making a straight line and you walk the path now. New experiences, new conversations, new thought processes, new people, new jobs, new this, new that. And of course, everything in life always teaches us a lesson. But something I like to say is stagnation. When you repeat the same thing over and over and over again for a year, 2 years, 3 years, a decade, you are stagnant. You're not learning anymore. You're stuck on a loop. So I always encourage the mothers who are watching these videos with their children, the relationships that you guys are living together with anybody, male, female, even watching these videos, family dynamics, narcissism, break the cycles. That's why you're here. You're not here to be somebody's slave. You're not here to devalue yourself for somebody else's needs. You're not here to live on this program in your head of, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm this, whatever. Or like, oh, I'm here and, I was raised this way and my parents had this personality, so I'm just going to be this personality too. Or, oh, everybody has kids and everybody gets married. That means I have to do it too. Like, come on. I can go on and on and on about this topic, and I love talking about things like that because nobody does. This is it. This is it. And I'm walking on planet Earth with this knowledge, dying to share it with you, wanting so bad to expand this knowledge. Everybody's stuck on the TV. Everybody believes that whatever the TV is showing them is their reality. Everybody believes that what their parents taught them is how life should be. And I gotta say, you guys, don't want to sound egoistic right now, but I gotta be honest, I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful to walk on earth alone. Because I have no distractions showing me the right path. I'm not following society's rules, religion rules, cults, families, right? Certain personalities, like, your body is your compass. Your body, you guys, tells you everything. Everything. You just don't listen to it. And I'm not talking about the mind. I'm talking about the body. The body's constantly suffering every second, telling you, stop thinking these thoughts. Stop hanging out with these people. Stop thinking this way about yourself. Stop devaluing yourself. What are you doing? Why are you talking to this person? Your body, it keeps telling you things and you're not listening. And you're blaming other people for everything that you're going through. Your body is your ultimate healer. That's where you have all the knowledge within you. You have all the knowledge in you. Stop listening to external people who make you feel bad about yourself on how you should live your life. Okay? Super glad I made this video, guys. I really, really, really hope that this knowledge is drilling and digging into your soul, because this is not a mind thing. This is not a heart thing. This is not a body thing. This is coming back home to your soul, to who you are, your essence. Who you were supposed to be when you were born. Not the child, right? But the child who was conscious and was capable of doing anything. The child who believed in themselves so much, but everybody around them who were already sickened by all the rules of planet Earth started injecting all those projections onto you, the young mind, and now the mind is suffering from it. And it's your job to release and let go of the old paradigms, the cycles that you've been repeating, and find out who you really are. Because all the answers are within you and you know it. Guys, I'm sure you guys didn't forget who I used to be back then. And I didn't share a lot of things on this YouTube channel about my physical self as well, because I didn't even know how to come about it, I didn't want to tell anybody what I was going through because it was so personal, right? And I did share some stuff on this YouTube channel back then, and with my personality back then, it was extremely toxic. It was masculine. It was very bruised. It was very hurt. It was very, very, very depressed, and I was suffering from, scoliosis, and I forgot even. I had a lot of things, and I forgot because I don't think about them anymore. I healed it, I couldn't walk, you guys. I could barely walk back then. My knees were fucked, okay? Fucked. And at 26 years old, I didn't, that's when it happened to me. At 26, I realized that I was repeating cycles. It just hit me. I was riding my bike. I think I shared this with you guys on my spiritual awakening video. That I was riding my bike one day in the hot summer day, and I was going to get some weed, and I just looked down my arm as I was riding my bike, and I noticed the exact same sweat, the exact same motions, the exact same feeling, the exact same thoughts, the exact same location, and I thought, I'm repeating cycles. And it just hit me that day, you guys. And I just started taking care of myself and changing my life. And my life has changed in ways that I can't even sit here and tell. Like, I'm so happy. Okay? I'm not just saying that. Oh my God. I lost a lot of YouTube not followers, like views. And a lot of people have left my channel because I was not focusing on tattooing anymore. And the only reason I'm bringing this up right now in the end of the video, you guys, I know it's like 40 minutes long already. For whoever is still listening, you already know this is so huge. And long story short, a lot of people left the channel, and for whoever stayed, that's a blessing. In my eyes, I could see that whoever stayed, it's gonna grow. Knowledge is power. And you guys know me from day one, almost 15 years ago on YouTube. And I mean, I suffered. Okay, I didn't show it on camera, but I freaking suffered, and I just did not see the light, you guys. And when I really realized that everything I've been through in my life, all the things that were tossed onto me as a child and as an adult in my teenage years and in my 20s, I really, really realized that because of the trauma that I went through as a kid, and because of growing up with psychopathic, narcissistic parents, and, let's not even talk about my I don't even want to say that they're my parents. It's so disgusting when I think about it. I realized that when I walked alone on planet Earth, when I left home at 16, I was repeating cycles because of the things that I believed that I deserved. I didn't believe that I deserved anything that was good because of the way that I was treated as a child, and because of everything that was already taken and stripped away from me. I believed, you guys, so bad that life couldn't be better. And we go through looking for love on external people, and we go looking for validation. And guys, I attracted so many narcissists in my life after that. It's a horror. It's a horror story if I actually sat here and told you everything that I've been through, right? But all those things made me hit 26 years old and realize, holy bitch ass motherfuckers, I'm repeating cycles because of my belief system. And I know many of you guys are sitting there thinking, well, this is how it is, Batel, this is my personality now. What are you trying to tell me? That everything that happened to me didn't happen? That all of a sudden I can magically forget about it, and all of a sudden, like all types of projections are going to start coming in, and I totally effing understand that. When I went through my dark night of the soul, letting go of my trauma as a child, which I'm not going to say, you guys know what it is, for whoever knows what it is, I remember how hard it was for me to let that go. I held on to it like, nah, that's who I am. That's what happened to me. That's my story. And then I thought, you know what? If I keep walking on earth with this shit over my body, I'm going to keep suffering my whole life. And not only that, it could be, yeah, it totally happened to me. Totally. It happened. I still remember it, right? But my past does not define me. And when I say my past does not define me, I mean shit. It happened. It happened. But guess what? It happened. It actually happened. So I'm not going to take that with me and drag it my whole life. I'm not going to even think about it anymore. It was a horrible part of my life that already happened. Now on this channel, I'm also going to teach you guys about when you constantly think about something. This is why I keep talking about the present. When you constantly think about something, whether it's in the past or the future, you're actually energizing that life, that time frame. So if I constantly sit here and think about something that happened to me, anything that's traumatizing or anything, even a relationship breakup, whatever you want to, whatever, even a conversation, you're basically feeding that timeline. So you're over here and you're energetically going right here and you're feeding this timeline. So you're not putting all your energy and all your love and all your effort in this present moment, right? You're feeding half of yourself to the past. And what are you doing with that? You keep making it alive. So instead of living here and now, you keep coming back here and mentally, you're living here. And that's why you're always miserable. Because all your energy is going to the past or to the future. And that's what I keep talking about, guys. And when I say you create your life every single day, it's like this. Yeah, shit happened to us back in the day. Part of our story, right? But if I wake up every single day and victimize myself and believe that I deserve crap, I'm going to keep attracting crap. But if I say, you know what? I was surrounded by crappy people. I'm not crap. I was just taken advantage of as a human being. I'm going to treat myself like every fucking diamond that was ever produced on planet Earth. Which means, there's a toxic person here. I don't need that. This store, you know, it's stinky, it's smelly, bad odor. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to another store. You know, I don't know. This job doesn't seem right. You know, there's money involved, but I see these people's personalities. They're not very bright. They're not very, you know, happy. So this is not the right place for me. Like, you really have to put yourself on this pedestal. You have to put all your love onto yourself and believe that you deserve the best and you shall receive the best because you're giving yourself the best. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's really funny. I'm going really ham on this video. It's almost an hour long and there's no editing or anything. So you guys are going to see this pretty raw. Batel at her rawest. And the only reason I'm really hyped, right? And I'm really like emphasizing some words onto you guys because it's how I feel inside. And it's how it is actually in reality. Don't expect, right, for other people to treat you how you want to treat yourself. How you want to be treated. So if you're treating somebody with respect and they return narcissism or egotistical, responses or ignorant or yelling and screaming, even if you are nice to them and they're not giving it back to you, don't sit there and go, oh my God, what did I do that made them act like this? What did I say? How do I look? Oh my God, everybody's treating me like this since the day I was born. No. Let's go back in time. It's their programming. It's how they feel about themselves. It's a projection of who they are and how they feel about life. Has nothing to do with you. So you see that person as toxic, unhealed. They got a lot of issues. Okay, I'm not going to judge this person. I'm not going to take anything personally. I'm going to let them suffer in their own mindset because I've already healed these wounds of my own. And I deserve more. Next. And if we really look at a big scale and take a magnetizing glass or magnifying glass, right? Magnifier. If we take the goddamn magnifying glass and actually look at what I'm saying right now, A lot of you guys are not going to agree with me and go, well, Batel, I got family. And well, Batel, you know, I can't see it any other way because that's how society is and that's how life is. And the Torah said it and the Bible said it and all this stuff said it, right? The science book said it, right? Okay, sweet. But if you're not going to take a chance on what I'm telling you right now, you won't understand. So try it first. What I'm saying is here, every morning, you have the chance. You're reborn every morning. I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care what happened 10 years ago. I don't care about what's going to happen in 30 days. When I wake up in the morning, say to yourself, I was given a gift from the universe to able to see again. I was given the gift to hear again and to have a completely different mindset today. Today, I'm given a chance to start my entire life all over again as if I was reborn. So you wake up and you go, I'm not going to think about what happened yesterday. What the hell? It already happened. Screw that. I have a chance to make it brand new. Stay focused in the present moment. Oh my shit lords, I am full. I have all my body parts. Hallelujah. I'm walking to the bathroom. I check myself out in the mirror. I go, holy snap. You are such a brave person. You are still here. You're still here. Holy, how you doing, self? How are you? You look great. I'm so happy that you woke up this morning and you're still able to walk and look amazing and have another chance at creating yourself into a better version that you were yesterday. Brushing my teeth, everything's great. Going to the job. Coworker said something negative. Boss looked at you a different way. Instead of projecting it internally and remembering what happened yesterday, say to yourself, you know what? The human condition is real. I may see things differently and they may see things differently as well. But I'm not going to take it personally. If I can change it to something better, I shall. And I'm the one who's making it better. Not this person, me. My actions, my choices, my words, my thoughts. And actually, if this person does not want to go this way with me, if they don't want to agree with me on creating something positive, if this person does not want to reciprocate to positivity and I've been suffering in this job or whatever, why don't you just acknowledge the fact that you have learned your lesson? This job is probably not good for you. Say thank you to finally stopping the cycle and walk away knowing that, oh my God, I just ended a cycle today. I can do something new now. I can try something brand new and I don't know what it is. But I'm so looking forward to just walking right now and figuring it out as I walk, right? I know I sound like I'm in the Bible right now, or I'm like Jesus talking about something. And it may sound like some sort of fantasy or weird, but it's so true. Nobody does these things. Nobody talks about these things. Nobody actually realizes that they are allowed to do that. They are so afraid. Oh my God, if I don't have my job tomorrow, oh my God, I've been stuck in this company for like 10 years. What are they going to think? What is this going to think? What is this going to do? I don't know. Find out. Figure it out. Stop thinking about it. Do something about it. So, and let me also say, before we end this beautiful video, gorgeous, gorgeous video. On this path of healing and learning who you are and actually setting boundaries for yourself, I promise you and I guarantee you, you're going to lose a lot of people in your life. And you're only going to lose them because you're peeling off the old version of yourself. The version of yourself that was manipulated, abused, gaslit, punished, neglected, right? tortured, didn't set boundaries, devalued yourself and was devalued. All of those negative things that you were programmed to be and allowed your life to be literally, you believed that you were these things, and that's why you had those things in your life. That was your belief system. So now once you start setting boundaries, not responding to negativity, not being surrounded by things you don't like, saying no, doing what's best for you, right? Being in the present moment. Stop projecting onto other people. Look within. Figure yourself out. All those things and all those layers are going to keep shedding and shedding and shedding and shedding, while these other people are going to stay in a loop. You got to see it this way, guys, because it's how it is. I'm like screaming over here, excuse me. They're going to stay on this loop. The people here too are going to stay on this loop. And you're going to start walking this path. And they're going to start hating on you. They're going to start shaming you. They're going to start being like, oh, who the hell do you think you are? What do you think? You're better than us? Or just start triangulating and talking badly behind your back or right in front of your face to people that you know or your family or whatever. But you're going to have so much knowledge that you're going to see right through it all. You're going to see through all of it. You're going to see through all the programming and the shaming and the human condition of living in a subconscious reality. And once you start walking on that path, you're probably going to walk on that path alone. But guess what? You're going to finally know who you really are. And you're going to validate yourself so bad, so deep, that nobody's nonsense and programming is going to affect you anymore, because you have healed all the things that they're still recycling. And it's going to be such a painful but beautiful journey. Because once the pain sheds, a brand new layer of health and love smacks right onto your body. Like this crap, this nasty skin, this nasty sick part of you came out. And a beautiful part of you is now magnetized. It's like attached right to you. And the more you keep healing, it's just going to And then what are you going to do then? What's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? You're actually going to attract what you now believe, what you now know, what you now are. Does that make sense? So from childhood, you were giving all these nasty tools onto your life. It didn't work. You're still suffering. Let it go. Release. Say, nah, who do I want to be in this lifetime? Because actually I could die and what the fuck, right? Excuse my language. Start healing. You say, nah, screw these. I'm going to figure this out on my own. I'm going to figure this out for me. I want to walk and find out who I really am with the universe, with God, right? If you want to say that, with God, with the universe, with nature at its best. Nature is your best friend. Don't ever forget that. And without people's nonsense, without their beliefs, without their projections, you're gonna figure your own self out, what you want, what you believe, who you really want to be. What doesn't give you body aches? What makes you really feel good inside? Whole, authentic. And I also want to say before this video ends, it's almost an hour long, that narcissists are the polar opposite of that. They are so afraid to walk on their own path and figure themselves out that that's the reason they became a narcissist. See, being individual and being unique on your own was too hard. It was too scary to grasp. Oh my God, I have to walk out there and figure it out on my own. Oh my God, that's so effing scary. Nah, I'm just going to follow what my parents are telling me to do. Oh, I'm getting abused. I'm getting raped, for example. Oh, no, I'm just going to keep getting raped my whole life. That's not me. I'm just I'm thinking about this one person who I'm sure you guys are aware of. Um, oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this with, getting raped, and I'm not gonna have my own backbone and whatever, and I'm just gonna let this person do whatever they want to me because I'm too scared to know what it's like to go out there. Like, this is real. People are literally gonna be abused and allow themselves to be tortured because they are too afraid to go out there and see the new possibilities. Can you imagine? The not knowing, the fear of not knowing is what keeps you stuck on these loops, you guys. And hey, if you don't mind those loops, if you're totally comfortable with those loops, then this video is not for you. But if you stayed this long, then this video is for you. So guys, I really hope you understand the world is not just your oyster. It's your bank account. It's your house. It's the lake. It flows and it will keep flowing. You can't keep staying stuck on a loop. Life keeps going, and actually you got to shed the layers to create the new. The reason that you're facing the exact same thing over and over and over again, it's because you didn't suffer enough to want to stop suffering. See, when life keeps repeating itself to you, it's telling you, well, I guess you like suffering, so I'm just going to keep reflecting that onto you. I'm just going to keep showing you what you want to see. I'm just going to keep giving you what you're thinking about. And when you realize you're on a goddamn loop, that's when life holds you by the hand and goes, come with me. You're ready to let shit go, right? You're ready, right? It's going to hurt, but you're going to learn a lot. And I'm going to give you a brand new life. Just hold my hand. Don't give up. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I absolutely am so glad that I made this video today. And I'll see you guys on the next mental health series. Take care of yourself. Subscribe to this channel so we can talk more about this energetic phenomena and the belief system and the programming. This is obviously spiritual consciousness. This is not a religion. This is just the best way I can really say it is the natural laws of the universe. And we are a part of it. We're not separate from it. So stop living in separate consciousness. You're here to live a good life, not to suffer. The programming taught you that you're here to suffer and die and get buried somewhere. In life, you come, you learn, you live, you expand, and you create your reality before death and after death.